Hi, JD here again. It's been a couple of weeks since my last finance tutorial, primarily because, as I said in a previous video, I've been refitting the bathroom, so I haven't had any time, but also I've been trying to think of another example to go through with you. And one of my viewers, so thank you very much, apologies I can't remember who it was, suggested that we look at a Bmw X6, new versus used, and which is the best path to go down. So that's what we're going to look at today. Interesting, actually, I've just been through the figures and I've surprised myself, because what I'm going to do in this video is actually look at a couple of different scenarios. So when you might want to get out of this deal, when or if you might want to voluntarily terminate on this deal, and if you might want to run it full term. And we're going to look at actually, is it better to buy new or is it better to buy used? So what I've done a quick search, and we are currently on the 30th of June 2018, so we're at the very end of Q2, so this may all change by the time this video goes live. But I did a quick search and I found an offer, and it's for a BMW X6 X-Drive 40D Msport. Ignore the fact that it says 30D up here. I'm not sure why it says that, but the actual Finex example is based around a 40D Msport. 48 months, and they're currently on 0%, which is quite nice. And there's a hefty deposit contribution going on here. They're suggesting a customer deposit of $619 and then $619 a month, because they are throwing in £5,497.59p retailer deposit contribution, and there's also a £4,000 deposit contribution from BMW Financial Services. So hefty deposit. So what I'm going to do is, as I usually do on these examples, I'm going to ignore any customer deposit. So I'm going to take off this 619 and assume that we were going to buy this car with no deposit from ourselves at all. Okay, so I've put those figures into the old spreadsheet. And this is what it's coming out at. So total cost is 63,865 and the deposit is 9,497, which is basically the overall deposit that they're suggesting in this agreement, less the 619. So we're going to assume we're not putting any deposit in ourselves. So we're borrowing 54,368, and if you look on the example, it has a guaranteed future value of 24,655. It's a 48-month agreement, which basically means 47 equal payments, with month 48 being your guaranteed future value. Put that all into the spreadsheet, 0% APR, 47 equal payments, and that's coming out at £632.19 a month. Okay, so then I did a bit of a hunt round, nipped over to Motorpoint, and noticed that they've got currently just about to come in, by the looks of things, a similar car. So BMW X6 40D Msport 5-door automatic. It's a 66 plate and it's got 15 months warranty left. So what's that? It's 21 months old. Is that right? Yeah, so it's coming up for 2 years old. They've got it listed at 36,999, 20,000 miles on the clock. And I'm going to assume we can get 6.9 APR, which you might be able to do, you might not be able to do. But I think that's the best deal that you would ever get from a place like this. So let's assume that we could get 6.9. They advertised 12.9. So it's going to come down to individual circumstances, but I'm going to assume that the absolute best we could get is 6.9. Put those figures into another spreadsheet, and again, we're assuming no deposit, 36,999, and the guaranteed future value on 8,000 miles is approximately, I've had to guess this, between 6,000 miles and 12,000 miles, so somewhere in between, I reckon, is about 17,800, and a 6.9% APR. Now the only difference being on this kind of agreement, it's a 49-month agreement, so it's 48 equal payments, month 49 being our guaranteed future value. So that's why I put 48 in there. This one is coming out at 556.25 a month. So interestingly, straight away, there's not a massive amount different between going brand new on 0% or almost 2 years old with only 15 months warranty left. However, let's start to dig a little bit deeper. So I've done this little comparison table here, and I've kind of got three scenarios. So what would happen if we wanted to keep the car for 2 years and then get out of the deal? What would happen if we wanted to keep the car full term and then give the car back? And what about if we got into financial difficulty and we wanted to voluntarily terminate? So the first example, keeping the car for 24 months. So this is the new car and this is the used car. So the total cost over 24 months would obviously be 24 equal payments of £632.19, which means we will have the car will have cost us £15,172.56 over 2 years. No deposit. Looking at the used one, obviously a little bit less, but there's not a massive amount in it. 13,350. That's 24 times 55625. Now let's say we wanted to get out of this. So you may get more than this, but these are typical cap values on these cars. With, I think with this one, 16,000 miles on the clock, 8,000 miles a year, and this one was 16,000 miles plus what it already had on the clock, which was 20,000. So about 36,000 miles. And that would be at 3 years old. Sorry, that would be more than 3 years old, wouldn't it? It'd be 2 years plus, it'd be 41 months old, okay? So you can see the cap value isn't drastically different, considering that one is 21 months older than this one. So if we wanted to give the car back, or sell it on, whatever, and let's assume we got the cap value, 32,600 for the new, 27,250 for that one. Now the settlement figures are coming out at, let's do the new one first. At 2 years, the settlement would be approximately 39,200. The cap value is 32,600, which means we'd have to pay about £6,500 to get out of that car. If we look at the used one at 24 months, settlement figure would be around 28,350. Cap value is coming out at 27,250, so it's only 1,095 to get out of that car. So if you want to get out at 2 years, probably makes much more financial sense to buy used, because not only have we saved about £80 a month, it's also only going to cost us about £1,100 to get out of the deal versus whatever we said it was, 6,600. Okay, but this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Let's have a look if we wanted to run it to full term. So if we want to run it to full term, it will have cost us on the new car 47 payments, because remember it's 47 plus the final value in month 48. It would have cost us 29,712, and on the used one 48 payments, remember, at 55625, 26,700. So the difference to run a brand new X6 versus a 21-month-old X6 and then to keep that for 4 years will only have cost us £3,000 more over 4 years. So what's that? The difference, well, it's obviously going to be the monthly payment times 48, but let's just let's see, what was I going to do then? £3,012. So if we divide that by 48, say, it's costing us £62 a month, £15 a week over the full term to buy new or used. Interesting. This is probably the most interesting one to just consider though. What about if we wanted to voluntarily terminate? Now, if we nip over to the new deal, if we look on here, the way that this offer is structured is that it's not a discount. So, and this is certainly the case with my M140, my own car. If the invoice is listed as this price and then deposits are shown, then that would suggest to me that your voluntary termination point will move closer because there is a deposit in the deal, not a discount. So if we look here, look, This is the total deposit, if you like, which is BMW Financial Services and the dealer contribution of 9497. That makes our voluntary termination point on the deal just about 3 years, 35.49 months. Okay, but because we haven't put any deposit down on the used car, so there's nothing, that means because there's no deposit to take into account, and watch my video on voluntary termination if you're unsure how to work it out, it actually means, look, that the voluntary termination point on the used car is almost 40 months. It's actually over 4 months later. So if you were going, oh blimey, I'm coming up to the 3 year point, I really can't afford this car anymore, which is the best one to get out of? Well, if we go back over to the table, look, because we can voluntarily terminate earlier, look at the difference now. 35.49 payments effectively times 632.19, that's on the new car. It would have cost us £22,436 over 35.5 months, and we could walk away from that deal, subject to fair wear and tear and pro rata mileage, etc. But I'm assuming that we've stuck to the 8,000 miles and we've looked after the car. But look at the used one. Because we can't voluntarily terminate until 39.91 months, that means that we've got to make effectively 4 more payments. So 39.91 times 5, excuse me, the dog's in with me today and she's obviously seen a cat. Bear with me. Sorry about that, I've just let the dog out into the garden. Trying to remember where I got to. Yes, so to voluntarily terminate on the used car, 39.91 payments at 556.25 means that we would have to pay 22,200. So look at the difference. £236 difference. So if you wanted to buy a used one and look to voluntarily terminate at the end, not that I'm advocating voluntary termination, it's there as a protection if you run into financial difficulties, but let's say you needed to voluntarily terminate and get out of this agreement, it's only going to cost you £236 more to voluntarily terminate on a brand new X6 with a 3-year warranty. And look at this, what's really nice is the voluntary termination point is just under the 3-year point. So you've got it for 3 years, 3 years warranty, you can get out. On the used one, well out of warranty, because we're in 40 months and that car only had 15 months warranty on it. So you're running a car for what, 25 months without a warranty unless you pay for it. That's what it would cost you in payments, 39.91 payments. So the difference being between the two, £236. So that's actually really surprised me. I know I've been talking on a few videos how I think I'll go used next time on my car, but essentially if you can get an offer like this on 0% with a huge deposit contribution, I think actually I'd go new this time. I hope that was interesting. Please comment and subscribe as usual, and I will see you next time once I've thought of another example to go through. Thanks for watching.